I knew I was going to become an artist or go to college even study graphic design. I was once an awkward high school kid, just trying to cope with her anxiety and depression with art, as I explained in my previous videos. So, what is in this box, you were wondering? Well, it is a box of my old artwork, and today I'm going to be doing some self-critiquing on my old artwork. I'm doing this in no particular order. I'm just pulling out drawings that I did in high school that I kept back then. I really didn't understand the importance of keeping my artwork, so a lot of my artwork I did in my first art class in high school, I ended up throwing in the garbage because I thought it looked like crap. But now I'm realizing that I should have kept it because, it shows improvement over the years and you can use it. Today I'm going to start with the first one, which I think is my worst drawing in this whole pile. It is a self-portrait. Not self-portrait, it was a portrait of some woman, I don't know what. I was thinking about this. Honestly, I remember doing this in my visual arts 2 class. I think my strengths are I definitely do details on the eyes. I definitely detailed the eyes, the irises, and the pupils, right? My weakness is obviously the head looks like an alien. It kind of looks like an alien head if you what forehead is like shit. What head is like shaped like that? It really doesn't do that. It connects to the shoulders. I'm gonna say my craftsmanship was not really that great. Composition, I didn't get the proportions right on the head and everything. And the eyes are obviously way too far apart, as you can tell. Overall, I think this is a really funny photo because this is when I was first starting out. It literally looks like an alien head or something. Alien person. And there's only 1 ear. I did not realize there's only 1 ear and there's not 2. So let's get on to the next one. Since we're on the topic of human body parts, I'm just gonna start out with another drawing I did in 2018 of a nose. I think I did get the overall composition right of the nose I drew when I was this was in 2018, is when I was starting to get a little bit more familiar with how to draw body parts. I actually followed a YouTube tutorial. I remember doing this video. I remember doing this drawing as a YouTube, I remember following along what I was trying to say to a YouTube tutorial, and this is how it kind of turned out. Craftsmanship, I did make really great use of the pencils and the shading and the blending stumps that I used to make the blending. Composition, it looks at the anatomy looks pretty okay-ish, I think. I definitely think my weaknesses is definitely I didn't do the shading the right way like it should be. I think I tried doing where there's light hitting on the center of the nose, and it kind of looks like it was erased and then drawn over, shaded over again. So yeah, my strengths definitely. I definitely included my anatomy. I got the anatomy of the nose right, unlike on the other one. So let's get another one. This one is lips. I did this as another body part studying YouTube tutorial on this rather than looking at an actual photo, so it might look a little bit messed up. So basically, I think what I did, my strength, I definitely did get the shaping right. A little bit of the shading. I don't think there's this giant lines anatomy of my lips, so I think I just did that as a guideline. I didn't erase it for whatever reason. The lines, the lines I probably could have done a little better. The texture of the lips, I was just to show a little bit of texture. I definitely could have done a little bit better job with the shading, but overall I think it's okay. So I have 2 eye photos that I drew. Like this one's gonna be actually dramatic. If I can find it. Probably gonna do like a time lapse. Okay. So this is my first human eye that I ever drew. I think this was in 2017. The eyebrows look very thick, I would say. And here comes the dramatic reveal of what I did in the eye study when I was in 2018, if I can find it. It's in this giant pile of, where'd it go? Okay, found it. So this is ready for the dramatic reveal. This eye I drew when I was 18 years old versus 17 years old. You can definitely tell the difference. Obviously the shading is more enhanced. I did a full page drawing of an eyeball. The anatomy of the eye isn't quite as accurate on this one, but I think I did a better job on the shading, the detailing of it. I definitely, if you could tell, I did a little bit more detailing of the pupil and the iris. In pencil. This is honestly like a glow up, one of my glow up moments I had. This is definitely one of my better pieces I did when I was 18. And I think I've done enough body studies, and so now let's get onto something that I never gonna get onto something I did when I was. This is kind of childish looking, so I'm sorry. Like, I don't know. I'm not even gonna apologize for my work. It just looks really bad back then, but I tried drawing a galaxy heart using watercolor pencils that my sister gave me, and I used a black Sharpie, I believe. It kind of is like, I think the blending I did pretty okay with, but it kind of looks overall sloppy and not really planned out that well. You can definitely see that there's some streaks of color that I didn't expect and came out really awkwardly. We're not doing another body study, part study. That's another eye I did. So one of my very first mandalas I think I did was around this. It was a half mandala. Overall composition, I think I did pretty well. There were a few sloppy lines where like they don't look straight. They look like my hand was shaking a little bit. I drew this from a photo reference. I didn't draw it just as a freehand. I just found a photo on Pinterest and I tried copying it basically, essentially. I think my strengths are I definitely did include some great contrast in the coloring, the black, between black and white. The black and the white. I definitely showed some interesting contrast. Here's one I did, I'm not sure, 2018. I'm not sure if I'm pulling in the right direction or not. This one was incomplete, so I'm going to say my overall composition, I don't think I did that well on. Because obviously I didn't finish it, and the petals are kind of crooked. I did use great contrast though, and I tried to do some cross-hatching. I'm not sure if you can see that detail into it, the camera I'm using, but yeah. And now here's my favorite mandala I've drawn. Still to this day, one of my favorite mandalas that I've drawn. This is one that I'm really proud of. It took me a lot of time to work on. It took me a lot of time. I remember I used to sketch a lot when I was in school, not just in art classes, like in study skills classes I was in. I would be working on my artwork instead of doing stuff for school, but it really was just for me drawing because I wanted to draw. I know I was a bad student back then. It was just me drawing because I was stressed out and I just needed some way to cope with my emotions. So this was definitely one of those where I sat down. When I was stressed out, I just started drawing all these circles and petals and lines, and it just eventually turned out like this. Usually I don't really do that well when I'm stressed out with drawing, but this one I think I did exceptionally well on, considering my circumstances, how stressed out I was at the time in the classroom at the time. Oh, I think I found something from my Art 1 class, Visual Arts 1 class. So we were trying to do shading. I was trying to shade, proper shading and lighting, using a value, pencil values. Obviously, I don't think I did that. Honestly, I don't think I did that great of a job. The blending's not really consistent. The lighting, it just looks like there's lines on it. I don't know. It kind of just looks messy to me, in all honesty. So, yeah, one of my failed works again. I was just getting into art, so yeah, it's a failed thing I'm not really proud of. Oh yes, I remember this one. So this one I did when I was 18 and in a hospital getting testing done because we thought I was having seizures. I happened to bring some of my art stuff along with me, and I just ended up drawing this thing. This I progressed on. You can tell my progression on because you can tell I progressed in my artwork at this point because I definitely have more form and value and lines, more accurate looking lines, like on what the petals are supposed to look like. I drew this when I was just sitting there. I think I did a great job. Only thing I would change is probably adding some color, to be honest. And the last thing I'm going to show, I'm not going to do everything because everything will be like way too much time for a video like this. Oh wait. These are some frogs I did. This is just another random drawing I threw in there. These are some frogs I drew when I was in, let's see, Art 1 I think. It's incomplete. You can definitely tell. I did this. And now the last one I'm going to reflect on is, okay, so if I can find it. Okay, so the whole goal of this, sorry, my iPad just like got a notification. The whole point of this exercise in my visual arts 2 class, we were supposed to draw like a still life of like glass objects like vases and bowls and we were supposed to have like Zentangle patterns into it. I never finished this, unfortunately, because of the time constraints we had. I think I ended up getting like a C on this because I did not finish it in time. I didn't even get like all the objects I wanted to. But anyway, I think I did. The page obviously looks very bent and messed up. That wasn't my fault because I took it into the cafeteria with me and drew one day. Started drawing on it, working on it during lunch. I think it looks a little bit messy on this one, on this pattern. It looks a little bit messy. On the first one, not really planned out that well, but I do like the oranges in a bowl with the mandalas. These ones right here. I do like that pattern. This one, it kind of looks like a giant milk box, like one of those milk cartons you got at school. But it was supposed to be like a jewelry box. I did not draw it accurately at all. So yeah, I think that's about everything. Hey guys, thank you for making it to the end of this video. If you liked my content, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment for more amazing content.